Once upon a time, there was a young man named Kim who fell in love with a beautiful young woman named Lee. Kim was so smitten with Lee that he decided to confess his love to her in a grand, romantic gesture. He planned to write a love letter and leave it on her desk at work, along with a bouquet of flowers. On the day of the big confession, Kim was so nervous that he accidentally left the love letter and flowers on the wrong desk. To make matters worse, the person who found the letter and flowers was actually a man named Park who had a crush on Kim. Park was overjoyed when he found the love letter and flowers, thinking that they were meant for him. He immediately called Kim and thanked him for the beautiful gesture, confessing his own feelings for him. Kim was shocked and confused, realizing that he had accidentally confessed his love to the wrong person. After a few moments of awkward silence, he explained the situation to Park, who was initially disappointed but eventually found the whole thing hilarious. In the end, Kim and Lee got together and Park found love with someone else. But they all remained friends and often laughed about the funny mix-up that brought them together. Kim and Lee's love story continued to blossom as they dated and got to know each other better. They went on romantic dates around Seoul, taking walks in the beautiful parks and trying out new restaurants and cafes. One day, while they were walking along the Han River, Kim got down on one knee and proposed to Lee with a beautiful diamond ring. Lee was overjoyed and happily accepted his proposal. As they planned their wedding, they decided to invite Park to their big day as a special guest. Park was thrilled to be included and promised to give a memorable speech at the reception. On the day of the wedding, everything went perfectly. Kim and Lee exchanged their vows in a beautiful ceremony surrounded by friends and family, including Park, who gave a heartfelt speech that had everyone in tears and laughter. After the wedding, Kim and Lee went on a romantic honeymoon to Jeju Island, where they enjoyed the beaches, explored the scenic landscapes, and made unforgettable memories. And Park? He found love with someone else, too, a fellow co-worker who had always admired him from afar. The four of them often met up for dinner and drinks, reminiscing about the funny love story that brought them all together. As Kim and Lee settled into married life, they faced the usual ups and downs that come with any relationship. But they always remembered the funny love story that brought them together, and it continued to be a source of laughter and joy for them. Years later, when they celebrated their 10th wedding anniversary, Kim surprised Lee with a special gift. He had written a book about their love story. The book was filled with funny anecdotes, heartfelt moments, and lots of pictures that captured their journey together. Lee was touched by the gift and read the book from cover to cover, laughing and crying as she relived the memories. She was amazed by how much they had been through together and how their love had only grown stronger over time. As they looked back on their funny love story that happened in the Seoul capital of Korea, Kim and Lee knew that they had found something truly special, a love that was built on laughter, friendship, and a little bit of mix-up. Over the years, Kim and Lee's love story continued to inspire others. They often shared their story with friends and family, and even gave talks at local events and schools about the importance of humor and communication in a relationship. Their book became a bestseller and they were invited to appear on several talk shows to share their story with a wider audience. They were surprised and humbled by the attention their love story received, but they were happy to know that it had brought joy and laughter to others. As they looked back on their journey together, Kim and Lee knew that they had faced many challenges, but they had always been there for each other, supporting and encouraging one another through thick and thin. They knew that their love story was not just about a funny mix-up, but about the power of love to conquer all obstacles. And so, as they celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary, Kim and Lee looked back on their funny love story with fondness and gratitude. They knew that they had been blessed with a love that had not only brought them happiness and laughter, but had also inspired others to find the same in their own lives. On their 50th wedding anniversary, Kim and Lee decided to renew their vows in a special ceremony at the same park where they had taken their first walk together. They invited their family and closest friends to join them in celebrating their love and commitment to each other. As they stood hand in hand, looking into each other's eyes, they felt a deep sense of gratitude and love. They exchanged their vows once again, promising to love and cherish each other for the rest of their days. As they kissed, their friends and family cheered and applauded, and the sun shone down on them, casting a warm glow over the park. After the ceremony, they all enjoyed a delicious feast, sharing stories and memories from the past 50 years. Kim and Lee's children and grandchildren gave speeches, thanking them for the love and guidance they had shown them over the years. As the night drew to a close, Kim and Lee felt a sense of contentment and happiness that they knew would stay with them for the rest of their lives. They knew that their funny love story had been a gift, one that they would cherish forever. In the years that followed, Kim and Lee continued to inspire others with their love story. They often volunteered at local charities and community events, sharing their story and spreading joy wherever they went. They also continued to write, publishing several more books about their life together, including a cookbook filled with their favorite recipes and a memoir about their travels around the world. Even as they grew older, their love for each other never faded. They remained each other's best friend and confidant, supporting each other through the challenges that come with old age. As they celebrated their 75th wedding anniversary, they knew that their love story had been a true blessing. It had given them a lifetime of happiness and laughter, and had inspired others to find joy and love in their own lives. And so, as they looked back on their funny love story that happened in the Seoul capital of Korea, Kim and Lee knew that they had been blessed with a love that would last forever. They knew that their story would continue to inspire others for generations to come.